In the headlines, Prime Minister SKERRIT condemns DASPA employees strike, and Member of Parliament for the ROSEAU Valley says geothermal plant will transform the ROSEAU Valley. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I'm PRISCA Julien. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. In everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. It's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Now for the details. The Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt SKERRIT, has condemned the strike actions by port workers, describing them as acts of selfishness. On Friday morning, employees of the Dominica Airport and Seaport Authority, DASPA, took strike actions in relation to salary negotiations. In response to those actions, the nation's leader had this to say.
This country has not been collecting major taxes since the passage of Hurricane Maria. Some of these very same workers who are agitating have taken full advantage of the duty-free concessions. How can anyone expect there to be salary negotiations of any kind with the country's tax revenue dramatically affected? It is either the country reinstate all taxes and then consideration of salary increase, or we extend aspects of the tax break so as to allow more people to get their lives regularized, and we hold on salary negotiations for a few more months. Where is the country supposed to find salary increases when no taxes are being collected and hundreds of private sector workers have lost their jobs? This is very selfish and self-serving of the DASPA workers. You want salary increase when not all wards at the PMH are functional and with some in urgent need of equipment. You want salary increase when farmers are still struggling to get their lands cleared, plowed, and planted. You want salary increase when we are still struggling to settle the island's children back in schools. You want salary increase when hundreds of Dominicans are still without a roof over their heads. You want salary increase at a time when people are asking us to renew the duty-free concessions. Where is government or DASPA is supposed to get the money you're asking for? You want salary increases when tourist vendors have not earned $1 for the season? You want salary increase when every single Dominican has been raising questions about the efficiency or the lack thereof at the port in clearing their goods to restart their businesses and to fix their homes and to regularize their lives? Are DASPA staff not aware that DASPA has been using monies from insurance payouts to meet salary payments since the Hurricane Maria? The port's revenue has dropped by over 30%. And the only way the port has been able to pay salaries at the ports is by utilizing insurance payouts received for losses. Is the DASPA staff aware that DASPA suffered $51 million of losses and damages as a result of Hurricane Maria? Who really is behind this industrial action? I hope it is not who I suspect it is. I hope the workers are not once again being used like puppets in a silly, selfish game. DASPA shall hold discussions when people are back to work and when people are prepared to discuss their concerns and other concerns in a mutually respectful and civil manner. Until such time, DASPA will not hold discussions with people on strike. And this is a very firm position of DASPA and the government.
Also this news time, the Honourable Member of Parliament for the Roseau Valley constituency, Dr. John Colin McIntyre, is pleased that a project which can transform Dominica's economy will be located in his constituency. Before the passage of Hurricane Maria, the government of Dominica, with assistance from the World Bank and other international partners, was well underway to construct a 7-megawatt power plant in the Roseau Valley. After the passage of Hurricane Maria, plans for the construction were interrupted and the project was stopped for the period of 6 months. During a press briefing to update the nation on the progress of the plans for construction of the geothermal plant, the Honourable Member of Parliament says this project, upon completion, will be one residents of the Roseau Valley will be proud of.
The people of the Roseau Valley, we feel privileged to be placed in that location such that we are the owners of that project for the nation, and we will definitely be the ones taking care of it, looking at it, taking advantage of the opportunities in terms of proximity to it, and we look forward and want to maintain and hold that strong name as being the energy nerve of Dominica, the Roseau Valley. So I speak here as my residents and will continue to cooperate. We know we won't be displaced. I've always been a champion for it, that I will not allow no one in the Roseau Valley to be displaced by this project. I want to look at the project as a win-win for all, and this is the vision of the government of Dominica.
The Roseau Valley is known as the energy nerve of Dominica and is expected to benefit tremendously from this project. Chairman of the Geothermal Negotiating Team, His Excellency Dr. Vince Henderson, says this plant should be completed by the year 2020. And finally, this news time, the Dominica Water and Sewerage Company, DOWASCO, is reporting more restoration of potable water to additional catchment areas as of this week, with the latest being restoration to the Paybush area as of Thursday. Speaking with GIS News, the Public Relations Officer of DOWASCO, Edward Regis, reported that communities who have not had water since passage of Maria now have access to water.
We have had some good news in the restoration of water following Hurricane Maria. There are some communities that never had water until very, very recently. And when I say very recently, we're talking this week. First of all, we should maybe look at the Paybush area, that catchment area of Paybush, Bourne, Dodan, Mont Park, Thibault. We had some serious devastation in that place. We can also tell you that we have been able to restore water just last week to Dalis. Dalis all the way to Boetica. That community also did not have water and had the very same experience. The river there washed away pipelines, and the river, sort of damaged our route to the intake and to our facilities in that area. We also pump water to Dalis. This is one of the areas where we pump water.
He reported that up to 70% of the Grand Bay community has also received water through a shift system split between the community. Meantime, Regis is seeking to urge the general public to continue storing water, as the issue of low levels of water in streams and rivers may cause unscheduled outages and low pressures in the water system.
This is not a time to use water indiscriminately in ways where it is not necessary to use it. It's not a time to leave the hose running, and maybe not the time to water lawns and to have leaking pipes. It is important to repair leaks. And I say so because there are already a few communities that are experiencing low water pressure and even unscheduled water outages. That is very, very important to ensure that we can distribute water to as many communities as possible, and to also remind the general public that many of our water systems, even if they have been restored, they remain very vulnerable. And so we all have to play a role in ensuring that every community in Dominica is able to have, access to potable water.
He explained that the low levels in the water sources are a result of the loss of the forest cover from passage of Hurricane Maria.
We have observed that due to the loss of our forest cover, many of our streams and rivers are now we're recognizing lower levels of water in our streams and rivers, and that is due to evaporation because of the loss of the forest cover. And so therefore we have less water to generate and to supply to the community. And it is important now that we conserve water.
And that's the English news. We now join Kimani Seja for a flashback of this week's headlines.
Welcome to this week's edition of Flashback. In the headlines this week, Commonwealth Day was observed with an ecumenical service at the ROSEAU Cathedral Chapel. President of Dominica, His Excellency Charles Sovereign, delivered the message from the head of the Commonwealth, Queen Elizabeth II. Youth Parliament was also held this week as part of commemoration of Commonwealth Day 2018. Government officially launched the Climate Resilience Execution Agency of Dominica, CREED, at a formal ceremony at the Goodwill Parish Hall on Friday, March 9. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt SKERRIT called the decision to make Dominica the first climate resilient nation in the world a choice to walk a difficult road which has not been traversed before. He says, therefore, the need for a fully integrated plan to achieve the goals set for climate resilience is needed. We also reported to you this week that the United Kingdom has made a commitment to back Dominica's vision to become the first climate resilient nation in the world with £65 million. Representative of the United Kingdom Department for International Development, DFID, Colin Wainwright, praised the island's vision for resilience. The United Kingdom will also support the operations of the Climate Resilience Execution Agency of Dominica. The National Bank of Dominica is celebrating 40 years of service in Dominica. The bank launched its 40th anniversary with a press conference and reception at its Hillsborough Street branch on Monday this week. A host of activities spanning from March 12th to December 21st will commemorate the bank's anniversary. The Kalinago Sports Association has received close to $30,000 to complete the washroom facility at the Jolly Johns Memorial Park. The Honorable Minister for Kalinago Affairs, Cassis Daru, told the Sports Association that this gesture demonstrates government's commitment to fulfilling its promises. A project to rehabilitate 43.3 kilometers of road starting at the Pont-Cassé roundabout to end at Petit Soufrière will cost close to $2 million. This project will be executed by the Ministry of Health and Environment through the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project. Spanish company TIPSA has been contracted to undertake the pre-engineering and design phase of this project. These were just some of the headline stories making the news this week. For details of each of these stories and others, visit our website or Facebook page. Back to you, PRISCA.
Thank you, Kimani. SHAAKIRA PIERRE is up next with the Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, non moi c'est SHAAKIRA PIERRE. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt SKERRIT condamné ak la moun ki ka travay a sou por la pour protest. Vadwe di moun ki employé a sou por la, sa se moun ki ka travay epi DASPA, protest epi yo fe protest sa la pli la ja. Pendant yon parole bon matin, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt SKERRIT adresse nation la kont situasyon la. Honorable SKERRIT di se moun la ki ka travay ba DASPA pièce négociation ke popla si yo ka fe protest sa la. Premier ministre Honorable SKERRIT di Dominic pa ka fe yo pile tax depi Cyclone Maria. Sa se ki fe pou men ministre la di, I pasa kopon mkouman moun ki ka travay a sou po la vle pli l'ajan an tan sa la. Honorable SKERRIT di pote sa la se egoist a sou pa moun ki employe epi DASPA. Honorable SKERRIT di kouman yo vle pli l'ajan la gouvernement ka travay pou wanje l'ekol, pou etudyan viwe l'ekol, epi osi pou wanje l'hopital la pou moun tape bon traitement. Premier ministre a di l'ajan la pou la te ka wanswe tombe pa 30% epi DASPA ka servi l'ajan road insurance pou paye moun ki ka travay bayo. DASPA tape $51 million a penat apri Cyclone Maria. Honorable SKERRIT di DASPA ke diskite manye la pou ale duvan, le moun ki ka employe epi DASPA viwe travay. At that novel, Mam Parliament pour constituency Roseau Valley, Honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre di I biye plezi ki opoje ki ke chaje ekonomi Dominica kabati a constituency. Avant Cyclone Maria te pase gouvernement Dominica epi assistance hot bank la tela, epi dot partner international te ni plan pou bati yon geothermal plant an Roseau Valley. Apre Cyclone Maria, proje la te awet pou 6 mwa. Pendant yon konferans media leni simen sa la pou ba nasyon la detay kont progre la pou bati geothermal plant la, Honorable McIntyre di le proje sa la fini moun ki ka weste an Roseau Valley ke bien plezi epi proje la. Roseau Valley se Nev Energy Dominica epi proje sa la ke mene yon lo benefits ba Roseau Valley la. Chef ekip la ki ka fe negosyasyon pou geothermal plant la, His Excellency Dr. Vince Henderson di geothermal plant la si pose fini pa l'ane 2020. Sa se tout pou nouvel a Creole, non mwen se SHAAKIRA PIERRE. Ni a bon weekend. Over.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and also follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am PRISCA JULIEN. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.